This is an add-on to the last one. I think the sum up of what they're showing me is that idea of scarcity and lack, right? Like so many times people, sorry, I'm just lighting some incense. Give me a second. It's like the wrong mentality. It's like they believe there's scarcity and lack. And so they will, it is like a hoarding. It's like a saving up. It's a stockpiling because it's like the wrong mentality. So they think if they stockpile up, if they resist long enough, they'll get more in the end. And it's like, no, there's an abundance. And I was going to say this, but I don't know if this is the case or not, but they're showing it's almost like there's equal parts for everybody, but you can choose to take yours or not. It's kind of like that, where it's like you can choose to enjoy it all the time, or you can restrict yourself from having it. And then you think by having a big wallop, you somehow have more at the end. And it's like, nope. Sorry, it's kind of showing it. They're showing a few examples. It's kind of like taxes, right? Like some people, like a small amount, take it out all year long. They're paying the government, and then they get maybe money back at the end because they paid a little too much, versus keeping it all, investing it all, making more on it, and then paying what you owe. But you utilized your money all throughout the year to make money on it, so that even though you owe more at the end versus getting money back, essentially it balanced out in your favor. And so, sorry, they're trying to give me this example here. It's because they were, in the previous one, they were mashing together, binge eating and scarcity and lack and resistance and restraint and religion. And I think it's all that mentality. It's all of that all of it is that same mentality of lack and fear and less than, and it ropes in a form of morality into it, the right and the wrong, and almost it's almost giving a such a fucked up point of view of like, it's good, it's right to be restricted, restrained, deprived. It's like this kind of thing is weaved in. And I think it was like misinterpreted. It was like a misunderstanding. It was this kind of thing where, yes, there's a balance to everything, right? It's like you don't want to be greedy or gluttonous or all these things. And yet I think that's what ends up being the case for a lot of people, because they feel so restricted, or they feel like they should, or it's the right thing to do, or it's like they're going against themselves. It hurts, it's painful, it's restrictive. So then they end up becoming hoarding and gluttonous and greedy out of the restriction. Do you know what I mean? Like if they just allowed the normal flow of that ease and grace and just to grow, there wouldn't be that like cutoff, that restraint, they keep showing like a hose, like somebody standing on a hose, where it's a cartoon hose, because it's like, if you just let it flow, you let it flow. But if somebody puts their foot on it, it's showing that the hose, this is why I say it's cartoon, is like ballooning up on the one side. And then when you let it go, it like burst through. And so it's making everything a mess and more painful and more difficult. And yet some of us are trained that way. And so you can't, it's like, see your way out of it or understand. It's something about this, because it's like because it's such a belief, or it was repeated for so long, it was ingrained in them. It is like not only mind magic, but it's like brainwashing, which is the case for a lot of these religions. And again, I don't think that it's necessarily always intentional, but it's like brainwashed teaches brainwashed. Do you see what I'm saying? Like at one point, it's like it wasn't intentional. It's like they believed what they believed because they repeated it for so long. So they really did believe it. So they, with good intention, were passing down that belief. Do you hear this? And so to wake up from that robotic, automatic, deep embedded, long-standing, generational belief is jarring, traumatic, difficult, challenging. It is fighting against the current, right? But you don't like the current. It's like you're in the undercurrent. Right? Like, it does feel like that. Yeah, sorry. They're showing it's like, like being in the underworld, like being in hell. And you don't know you're in hell. You've normalized yourself with hell. And because you hear so many people say, go with the flow. Well, all they know is the good flow, the top, the waves on the top, and it feels nice and you can just go with it. You can see clearly. But if you get sucked and pulled down and under and you're going with that flow, it's hell. And you're like, stop telling me to go with this flow. It's hell, right? But with a rip current, it doesn't pull you down. It pulls you in. And so you can't fight it. If you just swim parallel to it and get out of that, just go a little ways outside the rip current, then you're fine. Or you can just lay on your back and float and then swim across it. Like it's like a T, like it's pulling you out and you want to swim parallel to the shoreline so you can get out of the pull in. You don't want to fight against it if it's pulling in and you're pulling out. No. You'll do that forever and a day and you'll never get out. You might get a good workout though. But if you let go and turn and go across it, you can swim out of it. That's interesting. I think all of this also might be, it's always multiple layers for me. If you listen to the past one, I was so much more peaceful and at calm when I wasn't being pulled into trying to understand or see or learn. And yet I got off and was listening to them and trying to see and hear and understand and learn. And I do feel myself a little bit exhausted again. And so that's probably what they're teaching me too. The idea of enough's enough. You've learned enough. Not that you can't keep learning, but you don't need to intentionally learn like this. It's something about that, which can sound, it actually makes me a little sad because I love learning from them this way. But I think it's the idea because I haven't been balanced. I haven't been back in the world in so long that it's almost not learning the lessons. It's like I've learned enough, but then I need to apply them. Like I need to go live in the present moment. And if I'm always engaging with them, I'm missing out on the here and the now. And so it's that idea of like that balance. It's not that I can't have that learning from them, but if I indulge in it to such a degree that it has become topsy-turvy, it's become unbalanced, it can sound funny, but too much learning from them. Because that becomes like the focus 90% of the time. Well, that's just not balanced. It's not healthy. And it doesn't allow my nervous system that calm, that peace, that space. But it's also habitual now too, right? Like you can hear me like, it's almost like, do I have to think about it? Right? Like it's just, and that's the idea. It's like, I gotta get out of my head. I gotta get back into my feeling body. I gotta let it all go. It's like, let the chips fall where they may. And yet there does feel like this string. I do feel like this, like, it just feels like a thread. hanging on. It does. It does feel like just like the smallest thread hanging on, but not even clutching on, like hanging on, like it's hanging on because it's hanging on. And I don't have the energy to snip it. And yet it doesn't matter because it's going to be snipped. In other words, it couldn't possibly hold on. At some point, the weight of it is going to snip it. I guess time itself or something, I don't know. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.